Approximately 4.5 years ago, just before the beginning of the worldwide COVID crisis, while on a mission trip to Southern Africa, Dr. Anthony Lowe and I were introduced to a small congregation of Baptist disciples meeting in a small chicken coop high up in the mountains of the African nation of Lesotho. This church is the only Baptist church for miles in either direction. Dr. Lowe joined me in walking the grounds of the nearby chicken coop where the church had planned to build a building for years, but were unable to do so as Lesotho is one of the smallest and poorest nations in the world. Dr. Lowe and I joined hands in faith and in prayer with the pastor and several leaders of the small congregation, and we agreed to help them realize their dream of building a permanent church home. Moderator Anthony Lowe mobilized the pastors and member churches of the United Missionary Baptist Association of New York and vicinity, and the funds were raised to begin the work of construction. The construction was completed in less than a year, but because of the COVID crisis, we were unable to travel to Lesotho to properly dedicate the new church building. So for more than 2 years, this congregation patiently waited and refused to go inside the building until it was properly dedicated. We insisted that our delay in getting there should not prevent them from going inside to worship. And they finally went inside for Easter of 2023. Dr. Lowe and I, along with the second vice moderator, Dr. Torrance Robinson, we made the journey to Lesotho for the official ribbon cutting and dedication ceremony in December of 2023. And it was electric as the people celebrated with joyful song and dancing before the Lord. Moderator Lowe delivered the dedication sermon to a packed house, and celebration followed a wonderful meal on the grounds of the new church. To God be the glory for the things he has done and is doing. The W.W. Brown Baptist Mission, located in Soweto, Johannesburg, South Africa, had its beginning with the Black Baptist churches of Harlem and the Bronx, New York, 75 or 80 years ago, during the dark days of apartheid. The Metropolitan Baptist Church in the village of Harlem, where the Reverend Dr. W.W. Brown was then the pastor, took the lead. Here, in the small community of Clifton, the W.W. Brown Mission has been struggling to minister to the needs of immigrant children who, because of their immigration status, do not qualify for government-sponsored daycare. SoSendayu sponsors 2 full-time teachers here at W.W. Brown for the past 6 years now. Here, we also provide 2 hot meals a day for 75 to 90 children between the ages of 3 to 6 years of age. As you can see, the building here is in desperate need of repair. In July of 2023, the Reverend Dr. John W. McVicker, Sr., pastor of the Christ the King Baptist Church of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and co-chair of the Board of Directors of SoSendayu, along with Pastor Ernest Perdule and members of the Perdule family, joined me for a groundbreaking services for the new building of a daycare center to be named in honor of Mother Perdule, who worked here for more than 35 years without pay, even during the years of apartheid, providing the only education for these immigrant children. The new daycare center is sponsored in partnership with So Send I You Incorporated, the Walker Memorial Baptist Church of the Bronx, New York, where yours truly is pastor, the United Missionary Baptist Association of New York City and vicinity, where the Reverend Anthony Lowe is the moderator, and the Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church of Asheville, North Carolina, where the Reverend Dr. John H. Grant is the pastor. We also thank God for a very generous contribution from an anonymous family in the Walker Memorial Baptist Church. The new building comes in at a cost of $100,000, and it is officially completed as of this taping. We are scheduled to go to South Africa in June, the end of June 2024, for the dedication of the new W.W. Brown Daycare Center, which will take place on the first Sunday in July, July 7th, 2024. We would love to have you journey with us. Also, we are taking contributions to have bricks included in the wall with your name at a cost of $150 each for each brick. A brick can be given in memorial or in honor of a loved one. We ask those who are interested in getting a brick to get us their information as soon as possible. Praise God for all the wonderful things He has done and is doing with So Send I You and United Missionary Baptist Association and our friends across the country.